Hello, dearest Igraspers. The first step to scoring goals is knowing where the goalpost lies. If you want to achieve success, remember that you need to define what your goals are. Let's begin with the news capsule.
Igraspers, have you heard about the World Economic Forum? It is an economic lobbying organization and is mostly known for its important annual summit that it conducts in Davos, Switzerland. But do you know why it takes place in Davos every year? It is because Davos was a setting in Thomas Mann's novel The Magic Mountain, where a young man comes to Davos for 3 weeks and ends up spending 7 years because his perspective on life changes. More than 600 CEOs and 50 head of states were in attendance this week. And we wonder what life-changing economic discussions took place in the magical town.
Earlier this month, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration appointed an Indian-American A.C. Charayana as its chief technologist. He will be serving as the principal advisor to the space agency's administrator on all technology policy and programs. Prior to joining NASA, Charayana served as a vice president at Reliable Robotics, and he has already worked on multiple technology initiatives with NASA before. We wish him the best of luck for his new role.
You must have all heard about NASA's largest and most powerful space science telescope called the James Webb Space Telescope. But did you know that it recently made a groundbreaking discovery of a planet that is around 99% the size of Earth? This newly discovered planet is just 41 light years away from our home planet, and scientists are currently exploring whether its atmosphere composition allows for human inhabitation. We can't wait for the telescope to actually discover another Earth-like planet outside our solar system.
The much-awaited Auto Expo 2023 took place last week and introduced India's first ever solar car. EVA has been developed by Pune-based EV startup Wave Mobility and features a solar roof panel that can be fitted on top of the car so it can be charged even while parked. It is still undergoing testing and is set to be commercially available by early 2024. This is a huge step towards making eco-friendly and sustainable transportation more accessible in India, and we hope that other car manufacturers follow in these steps.
In a gigantic step for women's cricket, broadcasting giant Viacom 18 has recently acquired the media rights for the women's IPL for a period of 5 years. It outbid other broadcasters like Disney Star, Sony and Zee in a close bid auction in Mumbai to secure these rights earlier this week. The WIPL tournament is expected to start in March 2023 and will likely be completed in a 1-month window. Aren't you excited, Igraspers, to hear what the teams are going to be?
Last week, Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill slammed stunning centuries as India registered a thumping 317-run victory against Sri Lanka to win the ODI series with a decisive 3-0 score. Did you know that this is the highest ever victory margin to be recorded in a one-day international match? This was only possible thanks to Virat Kohli's unbeaten 166-run innings and the spell cast by Indian bowlers who bowled out the tourists in just 22 overs. What an exciting series it was.
North India isn't the only region in the world experiencing an intense cold wave. Earlier this week, temperatures fell to minus 62 degrees Celsius in the Yakutsk region of Russia. Did you know that this place is known as the coldest place on Earth and is a mining city located east of Moscow? Usually, the city goes down to minus 40 degrees, but it broke all records when temperatures plunged to the minus 62 degree mark this week. Can you even imagine how cold that must be?
A day after its historic win at the Golden Globes, the Telugu movie RRR continued its winning streak at the coveted Critics' Choice Awards. Not only did Naatu-Naatu win the award for the best song at the ceremony, but the film also won the award for the best foreign language film. During his acceptance speech, Director S.S. Rajamouli thanked the women in his life and especially his mother, who encouraged him to read comics and storybooks. What a proud moment for our country.
The Tamil Nadu government recently conducted a mesmerizing 3-day hot air balloon festival during Pongal earlier this week. The festival was planned like a family carnival to allow both adults and kids to have a great time during the festival. The tourism department even organized cultural events like music festivals and games in the evening, along with safaris and air balloon rides. What a beautiful way to light up our skies and celebrate the harvest season of Pongal.
The word of the week is momentous, which means a time or moment of great importance or achievement. He finally topped the world in physics. It is a truly momentous win. The riddle of the week is, what do you call a fairy that hasn't taken a bath? Tinkerbell.
Can you guess who? This 19th century American writer, poet and editor is one of the earliest practitioners of the short story format, the detective fiction genre. His stories are renowned for contributions to the macabre and gothic horror genres, including the hits The Tell-Tale Heart and The Black Cat. He also contributed significantly to the genre of science fiction. This wasn't so easy, right? It is the one and only Edgar Allan Poe, a man of mystery and intrigue. Did you know that Poe was a master cryptographer who felt that he could decode any cipher or code with ease?
Did you know that Apple once launched a clothing line in the 1980s? After Steve Jobs resigned as a chairman in 1986, Apple launched a clothing line known as the Apple Collection, consisting of branded clothing, accessories like watches, sunglasses, and all kinds of wallets and backpacks, lifestyle items, stationery items, knickknacks, and even furniture. This allowed customers to show their support by using products other than gadgets.
Quiz time! Who was the Chief Executive Officer of Apple Inc. when the company launched its first clothing line? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com along with your full name, school name, and a photograph. Answer to the last week's quiz. Hedy Lamar's co-inventor, with whom she created the radio frequency jumping technology, was composer George Antheil. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Shruti Pandey of DPS Noida for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens. Igraasp.
Dear iGraspers, this week let's read about 9-year-old Cassie, who resides in rural Mississippi with her 3 siblings, but slowly discovers that her family and life is unlike that of the other black people in the vicinity. They own the land they reside on, bought from a plantation owner a century ago. Cassie and her siblings have access to the same facilities that white children do, including textbooks. However, despite proprietorship, Cassie's family is still at the receiving end of racial aggressions and humiliations. Read this heartfelt novel and find out what happens to them. And don't forget to write your thoughts on igraasp.com/iClub.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's news capsule. How can you achieve something when you don't even know what drives you? Think about where you'd like to be in the next 5 years. And remember to leverage your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Success will surely follow. Thank you all for watching. See you again next week. Bye-bye.